Chapter 1, Welcome to Stone Ridge. The audiobook opens with the unmistakable clang of metal doors and the distant shuffling of feet, setting an atmosphere that is both somber and strangely vibrant. Welcome to Stone Ridge Correctional, a maximum security facility where the term freedom takes on a hauntingly different meaning. The narrator's voice paints a picture of the daily life within these walls, the monotonous routine of counting hours, the weight of isolation, yet tinged with moments of laughter echoing between cell blocks. Inmates engage in daily activities, each carrying their unique stories and burdens. Here, friendships emerge in surprising places, and resilience is born from the unlikeliest of circumstances. The soundscape, a blend of muffled conversations, the shuffle of sneakers, and enthusiastic shouts during yard time, immerses listeners in the gritty reality of prison life. This chapter sets the stage for the intertwining narratives of hope, survival, and redemption that await in Stone Ridge. Chapter 2, The Diary of Shadows. In the muted light of his cell, Jace pours his heart onto the pages of his diary, each entry a blend of regret and aspiration. I never envisioned being here, trapped by my own poor choices, he writes, reflecting on the robbery that led him to Stone Ridge Correctional. His youthful dreams of becoming a celebrated artist now mingle with the harsh realities of confinement. Yet within these prison walls, he discovers solace in art, transforming barren rec-yard walls into vibrant murals that speak of hope and resilience. As Jace shares his journey, his art becomes a beacon, inspiring fellow inmates to embrace their creativity. Art could be my ticket out, he muses, feeling a sense of purpose awaken within him. Unbeknownst to him, his journey of self-expression plants the seeds for unexpected friendships, sowing a sense of community among those lost in shadows, eager to step into the light. Chapter 3, The Unlikely Mentor. As the morning sun filters through the barred windows of Stone Ridge Correctional, we are introduced to Harriet, a middle-aged woman with a passion for teaching, now bound by her own mistakes. Imprisoned for embezzlement, Harriet carries the weight of her choices but refuses to let despair define her. With a flick of her wrist, she opens her worn diary, revealing not only her regrets, but also her unwavering desire to make a difference. Determined to empower her fellow inmates, Harriet establishes a literacy program. She gathers a diverse group of men and women, ready to share not just lessons in reading and writing, but also life skills and self-worth. Through her patient guidance, Harriet transforms their fear of inadequacy into confidence, fostering connections that echo beyond their circumstances. In the warmth of their shared laughter and mutual growth, she discovers a renewed sense of purpose, proving that redemption often begins with the act of lifting others up. Chapter 4, Bonds Forged in Adversity. In the heart of Stone Ridge, Miguel reflects on his life as a gang member, trapped by choices that led to manslaughter. Though he projects a tough exterior, his narration unveils the deep vulnerabilities hidden within. It's in the rec yard that he first crosses paths with Jace, the young artist whose murals brighten the bleak landscape of prison life. Their connection is unexpected. While they come from vastly different backgrounds, they bond over their shared passion for art. Miguel's tough facade slowly cracks as he joins Jace in painting, discovering a newfound sense of purpose and release. This friendship challenges the stereotypes that define their existence, illustrating how, amid confinement, genuine compassion can flourish. Through laughter and shared creativity, they redefine what it means to be seen as more than just inmates, forging an unbreakable bond that encapsulates the resilience of the human spirit. Chapter 5, Ghosts of the Past. In this poignant chapter, we delve into the life of Daniel, a lifer serving an extensive sentence for a crime that still haunts him decades later. His rugged exterior belies a soul burdened by remorse. He often retreats into memories of the past, grappling with the weight of lost opportunities and fractured relationships. In heartfelt narration, Daniel shares his journey towards forgiveness, not just for others, but for himself. He recalls the faces of those he harmed, acknowledging the pain his actions inflicted. Yet amid the shadows, a glimmer of light emerges, Daniel's growing role as a mentor to younger inmates. His wisdom nurtures a sense of belonging, fostering hope where despair once thrived. Through his reflections, we witness the transformative power of redemption, as Daniel strives to redefine his legacy and become a guiding presence, proving that even within the darkest confines, change is possible. Chapter 6: The Soundtrack of Freedom. The soft strum of a guitar cuts through the heavy air of Stone Ridge Correctional, beckoning inmates to gather around. Led by Marcus, a seasoned musician serving time for drug charges, the prison's music program becomes a sanctuary where voices unite in harmony. In this chapter, we explore the stories behind the instruments: a battered guitar, a makeshift drum, each carrying the weight of past dreams. As inmates play, their laughter mingles with melodies, breaking down walls of isolation. Marcus shares his own struggles, reflecting on how music healed his fractured spirit, echoing the sentiment that art transcends circumstances. Through original compositions and collaborative sessions, they discover a newfound sense of belonging. The soundtrack of freedom fills the rec yard, each note resonating with hope. As their songs soar, so do their aspirations, reminding everyone that even in confinement, the heart can sing and the soul can soar toward redemption. Chapter 7: The Catalyst of Change. In the heart of Stone Ridge Correctional, the inmates gather for an ambitious new project, a community garden. Under the watchful eye of the prison's horticulture enthusiast, Leonard, they dig into the soil, turning a bleak patch of concrete into a canvas of life. As they plant seeds, laughter and camaraderie thrive among them, symbolizing a sense of renewal amid confinement. Jace, Miguel, and Harriet join forces, each bringing unique skills and perspectives to the garden's creation. Jace decorates the space with vibrant murals, while Harriet shares her knowledge of nurturing plants, revealing her nurturing side. Miguel, breaking from his gang affiliation, finds strength in teamwork, bridging gaps with his fellow inmates. The garden becomes a metaphor for their journeys, from darkness to light, reflecting their shared desires to cultivate change and growth. Nature, in its quiet resilience, offers not only sustenance, but also hope, a taste of freedom they all yearn for. Chapter 8: Reflections in the Silence. As the sun sets over Stone Ridge, an unusual serenity envelops the inmates. In the quiet of their cells, they confront their inner lives, reflecting on their past actions and their aspirations for a better future. Jace closes his eyes, recalling the lost opportunities of his youth while envisioning a world where art can heal. Harriet pens heartfelt entries in her diary, revealing her hope to reunite with her family and make amends for her mistakes. Miguel grapples with lingering shadows of his past decisions, yet finds solace in the friendships he's forged. Daniel's voice, deep and contemplative, resonates with the wisdom that comes from years of introspection, urging others to embrace forgiveness. Through poignant storytelling, their reflections illustrate the profound connections formed in confinement, emphasizing that even in silence, the journey toward redemption and understanding continues to unfold. As they grapple with their truths, the sound of paper rustling punctuates the stillness, echoing their collective hope for transformation. As the inmates of Stone Ridge ponder their futures, a wave of anxiety washes over them at the thought of release. Each voice echoes with apprehension, revealing the weight of their pasts. Jace confesses his fear of failing to reconnect with a world that has moved on without him. Harriet, once a pillar of stability, finds herself plagued by doubts about her acceptance back into society. Meanwhile, Miguel grapples with the harsh reality of returning to a community that may never accept him again. In intimate reflections, Daniel provides solace, sharing tales of his own struggles upon entering prison life as a young man. The fear of the unknown binds them, yet a flicker of hope shines through, an understanding that transformation is possible. Together, they recognize the importance of supporting one another, forging bonds that transcend prison walls. The chapter concludes with the haunting reality that freedom carries its own burden, illuminating the fragile line between hope and fear. Chapter 10: Bonds Beyond Barriers. In the echoing yard of Stone Ridge Correctional, friendships bloom amid the stark realities of prison life. This chapter introduces listeners to the unlikely alliances between inmates from vastly different backgrounds. Through Miguel's voice, we hear about his camaraderie with Jace, an artistic soul, and how shared passions break down the walls of gang affiliations and past resentments. As they collaborate on murals depicting their journeys, their laughter mingles with the rhythmic sound of paintbrushes on concrete, transforming the bleak environment into a tapestry of hope. Harriet observes these interactions, noting how vulnerability breeds understanding. In a moving moment, Daniel recounts a heated confrontation that ends in reconciliation, illustrating the power of empathy. Together, they explore the significance of connection, revealing that friendship can transcend societal labels. The chapter closes with the sounds of shared stories and heartfelt conversations, underscoring the transformative bonds forged in adversity, painting a vivid picture of unity in confinement. Chapter 11, Letters of Hope. In the dim light of their cells, the inmates of Stone Ridge sit with pen in hand, pouring their hearts onto paper. Each letter unfolds stories of longing, dreams, and a yearning for connection. Jace writes to his younger sister, expressing regret for the pain his choices have caused, while also sharing his blossoming love for art, hoping to inspire her. Harriet addresses her estranged son, pouring out her hopes for his future and the lessons learned from her mistakes. Miguel writes to his mother, seeking forgiveness and sharing his desire to be a better man. These letters become lifelines, bridging the gap between the confines of prison and the outside world. As they read aloud their thoughts, voices tremble with vulnerability, revealing the fragility of their emotions. Through each written word, the inmates find solace and understanding, nurturing a hope that transcends the bars around them, igniting a flicker of possibility for their futures. Chapter 12, A Day in the Life. As dawn breaks at Stone Ridge Correctional, the day begins with the blaring sound of a whistle, echoing through the cold, concrete hallways. Inmates rise from their bunks, quickly shifting from the embrace of dreams to the stark reality of confinement. Each character's routine unfolds like a well-rehearsed script. Jace starts his day with a sketch in his worn notebook, the faint scent of graphite mingling with antiseptic air. Miguel prepares for the weightlifting session, his muscles a testament to both his past struggles and his will to change. Harriet leads the literacy program, greeting her students with warmth, her voice a guiding light in the facility's gloom. The sounds of breakfast, clattering trays, and muffled conversations blend into the backdrop of daily life. As the hours pass, moments of laughter, contemplation, and the clanging of metal reflect the complex tapestry of resilience, survival, and connection among these diverse lives behind bars. Chapter 13, The Turning Point. The atmosphere in Stone Ridge Correctional shifts dramatically when a long-standing inmate, known for his calm demeanor, suffers a medical emergency during yard time. The chilling sounds of shouts and alarms fill the air, breaking the usual rhythm of prison life. Inmates, initially paralyzed by shock, quickly rally together, forming an impromptu circle around their fallen friend, creating a barrier to give him space. As paramedics arrive, conversations burst forth, a mix of anger, fear, and vulnerability. Daniel, the lifer, steps forward, urging the others to reflect on how fragile life can be behind bars. This moment becomes a catalyst for change. Inmates begin to share deeper stories, fostering empathy among them. As the dust settles, the event ignites a newfound commitment to support one another, breaking the chains of isolation that had long defined their existence. Through this shared crisis, hope emerges, showing them that together they can transform their lives.